Hey everyone, this is Louis7 and I am streaming Lord of the Rings Online this morning. And with YouTube I will have to take a couple seconds to get that set up now that I've actually gone live. But last stream I crashed right in the middle of it. It was towards the end of the stream anyway. But yeah, I did want to talk about that briefly because I was like in the middle of answering something with chat and I just got back to Ingmar, I saw, so it's kind of good timing in a way that I wasn't very in the middle of questing and I just got back to Ingmar to Algair. But yeah, that's what happened there, if anybody is wondering. I tried to get on my phone to talk in the chat, but it wouldn't really let me, and by the time I was able to get to where I would be able to talk in chat, I think the event completely ended. And it just took me a little while after that to get my PC back up and running, and by that point it was not going to happen that I'd be able to start it again, and it would probably also would have just been a separate video at that point, even just because it was so long by the time I got it back up and running. So yeah, I'm not too sure what happened there, but I did want to let you all know what was going on with that. And if I just randomly disappear today, probably is that, but hopefully that won't happen. I have a Keen Spear of Filical. So we'll be running Saturday morning instances. It's a weekly event my kin has done, and I used to do a lot more frequently, but the past few weekends I have been really busy, and this weekend I'm not as busy, at least not today. So I think we're starting. It was scheduled at 9 o'clock, but I think the leader is going to be a few minutes late, but that's okay with me because it gives me more time to set up here. And I don't think anybody else has said that they're ready or anything, so I need to organize stuff on this character. For one thing, I sent a bunch of stuff from my Runekeeper to her because I'm going to make her my bank alt now, I guess, because I'm going to be playing my Runekeeper more and can't store everything on him. So now it's all going to be stored on this character. And I should just make a alt that is my bank alt. That would probably be my Bjorning, maybe? Trying to think of characters I play the least, and I feel like that's my Bjorning, even though I want to go back and play that one, and particularly tank and heal on it. But yeah, that's what's going on with my stuff. And hey, Sanium, and I am early. I'm actually kind of on time for the event here. I enjoy doing streams at this time. Usually they just last a couple hours running the instances or doing other stuff before we had those events. But yeah, it also works since I know I seem to have a lot of European viewers or just in that general time zone area way later than me. Need to sell some stuff. Yeah, I should clean my inventory and sell everything I don't need. I'd like to keep the Keen Spear of Filical, and I also think I have the Javelin. Oh, I have Javelin of Filical. It's not a Keen Javelin, though. I don't really know if there's a difference if there even is a Keen Javelin, but I think they look the same, so it doesn't really matter. It'd only be for cosmetic reasons I'd want to keep it. I actually don't have that much stuff to sell. This is like, that's everything. I do want to look for a Warden shield. I think we have some people in our kinship that might be able to craft me some gear, so I was going to ask if they're not too busy. I think we'll be running with the Guardian Jimmy, who is a jeweler. And then somebody has an armor smith. Or maybe Jimmy has a jeweler and he is an armor smith. But my crafting on all my characters isn't up to this point yet, so I can make like woodworker stuff on this character, which doesn't include Warden shields. And really nothing I need. I guess battle hymns, I can make those. I don't even have a great one, Spear Gambit damage. I wouldn't really want that one. There's a fist one, I think. I know there is for lower level. Warden carvings actually do need to make one. Yeah, I do need to make one. Well, these level 55 ones look a lot better. Just because you can get 5% light type damage or a lot of mitigation. I can make one for... Yeah, I can make a tactical mitigation one, and... Where are these? 2 tactical? Okay. So I'd probably make this one. The Shining Star Shield carving. Okay, let me see how many ingredient packs. That only takes 4 ingredient packs, but the problem is I'd really like a crit one, so I might just look in the auction hall, see if they're cheap. I guess that's a good way to start the stream here, looking in the auction hall, but we can see. It would be in class items, Warden. Yeah, there's only one and it's a level 20 thing. I actually think I need oils. I still have 21 fire oils, so we're good on that. Don't think there was anything else I wanted to particularly check at the auction hall. And as far as what we're running today, besides just like general instances, I think we might do Moria instances or some skirmishes. Either of those seem to be options, and there is a small chance I'll switch to my Runekeeper, but I think what we're doing will be level 60 stuff. I have a lot of rep items. I don't really need any of these. I'd like to send them to my Lore Master Runekeeper. Both of those can probably use them. And my Runekeeper just because I'm working on him right now, even though he's lower level than my Lore Master. I don't know particularly where I'm going. I guess the crafting hall. Also should probably get some food. There might be some food I can get in the kin house. I think they said there's a lot of that type of stuff there. So I might be able to look there as well for some things I need. I'm actually almost out of hope tokens. I got a lot because I was finally able to trade them in the rift. Okay, so we'll use ingredient packs. I don't have a woodworker's journal. I guess I can see how expensive that is. Yeah, I don't know. 5 gold. That's about a gold each. I don't think that's too bad. We'll go ahead and get the stack of 5 for that. I don't feel like gold's that hard to come by. I just don't have all that much on all my characters right now. Okay, so we'll try that. That'll help a little bit. And I think this is a one-time use type recipe, yeah. So that's why I would really like to crit it, and I did not crit that one. Okay. Let's try and crit the tactical mitigation one. I would prefer this one for the tactical mitigation, but there is like the... I think I have another option for that I don't mind using a journal or ingredient packs on because I would end up using it anyway. I don't even remember what this was called. I'll call it the carving of mitigation. I should actually have a different name for that. Based on what I name my spears and javelins. I'll have to think of something. But yeah, that's a pretty significant upgrade just for tactical mitigation at this point, and if I only care about DPS, I can do the light type damage one. So my mitigation, I'm up to 33.4%. Physical, I'm still capped or over capped even. I don't know, maybe there's a way I can see if I have any physical mitigation gear. See if I am much over capped. So this has 763 physical, and I'm still capped without that equipped, so yeah, I don't need physical mitigation. That much I know right now. And that's the only piece of gear I think that has physical mitigation. I have like a rune with it, but that's not much. Going to get another rune with it for my first stage javelin, I think. But yeah, I don't know where all my physical mitigation is coming from, but I have a ton of it. Enough to cap. I don't know if armor, that adds enough of it. Yeah, it looks like I just have so much armor that would go towards the physical there. Good morning, Joseph Bags. Okay, so I guess I'm done crafting. There are some things I still would like to do on this character. I don't know how much I want to do, like in Lothorian before Mirkwood comes out. As far as the questing with that goes, I might do that on my Runekeeper since I didn't do much of that on this character. Since I started at level 56 in Lothorian, but just got level 60 really quickly. I know I did a few instances which helped. That got me, I think it got me about 1 level, if I remember correctly. Maybe a little bit over. But yeah, as far as questing goes, I have a lot of dungeon quests still. I guess I still have... Oh, actually I have to turn in a lot of these. I can do that. So yeah, I even got level 60 without turning in those quests. So we can go to 21st Hall here. So you can't wait to play later. You're at work all day. Yeah, it's Saturday for me. I assume if it's morning time for you, I don't know how it could be Friday like a work weekday, but some people work on the weekends. But that's kind of unfortunate. Okay, might as well accept these quests in case we do one of those. And then I need to go to Chamber of the Crossroads, yeah, to turn turn the instance quests in that I've already done, the Lothorian ones actually. So yeah, the Lothorian instance quests, you get them in Moria, and they are like physically located in Moria, so it's kind of odd. Okay, you work every weekend, but you're off Sunday, that's good. Getting a lot of the Lothorian silver branches that I don't really have anything in particular I want to turn them in for. I can talk to the LI guy while here. I don't know exactly what I need to do with those. I think I cleaned that up pretty decently last time. I got all of the... Did I get? Okay, I take that back. I did not get all the legacies I want. Just looking at these, glancing at them, I know that. Oops. Oh yeah, I can't... And the imbuement... just the user interface for the imbuement, there you can see all the different legacies. Basically, that's what I've been trying to say. You can see all the different legacies in the imbuement UI, but I guess you can't with the non-imbued. So that's what I was trying to see if there was anything I could see exactly what I'm missing, but I just pull up like the LOTRO wiki has a good list I could just pull up. But yeah, I do need to level some more LIs. Need to get them to level 30, preferably 31, but it's not that big of a deal. And deconstruct them. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be about ready to start the instances. Hey Joshua Saffert, and yes, I'm at LOTRO again. Not at my Runekeeper again. I don't know who exactly is running. I think Annie and Jimmy were the only other ones that signed up on the website, at least when I looked, but I think, yeah, there are more people online, 5 people. So as far as alts go, like I said, I might not be playing on my Warden. I thought Runekeeper, but I guess it is possible. Okay, I don't know exactly what we're doing, as I've mentioned, so yeah, could be playing an alt. And I thought I'd be playing on my Warden, it just seemed most likely at this point. But I do need to work on allies for my Warden at least, so still have some stuff to do in between while we decide. Don't have much I can do though, I need a lot of the runes to level these things up. Okay, so I have the Javelin. Yeah, I want to work on, I guess, any of these. If any of them have any particular legacy I want, that's the one I'd like to work on. Actually should look at the legacy, see exactly what I'm missing. So, intro. The Warden legacies. I think I showed you all this last time, the table of them. So I can do that again. The last time I played my Warden and working on that stuff. Try and copy and paste. Instead, I just hit Control B. Oh no. Okay, so this should work. This one? Yeah. Okay, so this is just the Warden Legacies page on the LOTRO wiki, and it shows all the, I want the pre-imbuement ones. So we have, as far as, okay, let me see what I have real quick. I'll pull that up right here so I can see what I have. I know I have light type damage, and yeah, this will show the rest of them. And I think I can get one more still. Sounds like we'll start with some Moria stuff. Looks like Tube has some Deed to work on, but as far as the legacies I have in need, I think the only ones I want, I'm only interested in main hand weapon right now because I don't have my javelin. Minor legacies, I don't know how much I need to pay attention to that, but specific legacies I want it mind range damage. Surety of death, damage over time, okay, I have that. Those are the only two minor ones I really want. And then, let's see. Recklessness critical rating, I don't think I really want that. That's a cooldown skill, and I don't think, from what I've seen, it's not that great, the actual amount on that. And increasing the critical rating on that would be not that significant, because it's just a really minor part of the cooldown, and I don't think that's the biggest thing. The main thing about that is just plus 50% melee damage. There might be an imbued legacy that involves it that I get, but yeah, not for this. Also, I just realized I had another window up on my other monitor, so I was paying zero attention to the chat. So do I know when Mirkwood is being added? It should be added in July. So on the schedule, it would be like early to mid-July is when they add it every 4 months. But for some reason, I feel like it's just going to be a week or two later. That could totally be wrong, though. I just think based on when they're releasing Update 24, or when I expect them to release Update 24, which I don't know when the release is, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually released this Thursday. Or I guess that's next Thursday at this point. Actually I did pull up the calendar there, but yeah, what was I going on about? I just got totally distracted. Anyway, well, let me get back to this because I have no idea what I was going on about anymore, but oh, when Mirkwood was being added, that's right. Anyway, I expect it a little bit later in July just based on Update 24 being released, and then just so they have a little bit of time for people to play Update 24, then do Mirkwood content, because I expect that to be a pretty big expansion. They did pop something up. I totally didn't see that. They're probably out here waiting for me. I was just talking, I was waiting for something to pop up or was looking at chat. I should probably join Discord as well. Yeah, I'm being slow right now. Kind of unintentional because I was just waiting for stuff to pop up in chat for a minute there, but that was also my fault. I should have already gotten this stuff set up. Hey Sven Stevenson. Okay, so we're gonna put you all on that audio. I gotta switch OBS's audio. I think most people are familiar with how I do the audio now, but I feel like it's good to say it just about every time. But yeah, I can't hear the in-game audio, but you all can, and I can hear their Discord, but you all can't hear them in Discord. Uh-oh, I might have pulled that. Sorry guys, I just joined this and then was trying to sneak with you all. I think we were trying to do the challenge mode. I don't know if I failed it. If I did something, I just walked with them, tried to sneak. But yeah, something with that. Okay, I can't really hear them. I need to turn the audio up, but yeah, I can't hear the in-game sound. I have to switch the audio device so it works with the stream and being able to hear them. I'm in DPS spec. It'll be interesting running without a healer. I assume it will be no problem, but I'm just kind of curious. I don't know what the burglar's playing, how much healing they can do. Pretty sure most of their heals would be... oh man. I guess I wasn't supposed to run with them, but I was just getting a head start on DPS. I just gotta make sure I activate, never surrender, just in case I take too much damage. But yeah, I feel like just the way how easy these Mori instances are, I know I was a little bit squishy at the time, but it seems like we'd have no problem with the level 60 tank without a healer, with the Guardian level 60 tank, just because they're a lot less squishy than a Warden in general. They have a lot more cooldowns and stuff if they do take too much damage, stuff like that. These things are really annoying because yeah, those things that go in the inventory, they're just kind of annoying because they take up space in your inventory, which I guess isn't too much of a problem right now. My inventory isn't the cleanest. I'm also not used to just DPSing and not tanking in instances like this. So it's kind of fun not having to worry too much about aggro. I guess I have to worry about myself throwing aggro, but I even think then these are like normal mobs, probably won't take too much damage. Got the bleed on that mob. Oh, somebody's got some quests to share with me. Lothorian preparations too. Wonder why I missed these. I wonder if I just didn't get to them yet, but if I didn't get to them yet, how can he already share them to me? That's just kind of weird to me, but I know I missed some stuff in Lothorian that I wanted to do, which I thought was just basically me not getting that far in the zone. I think I accidentally pulled some extra mobs here. I went to this guy that was being kind of annoying and then they pulled. I might have to use a heal. I actually have that one thing, the good morale tab, Exaltation in Battle. Relatively good. It's not that great and not that great as DPS, but it's something that could heal me a little bit if I need it. You know, I never actually did use one of these, so I can disguise myself. When we ran this last time, I just never happened to use it. I guess it just puts the little outfit on me. I totally look like an orc here. I'm about out of food now, probably use this stuff. Oh yeah, I remember this room. I died pretty quickly. I wasn't ready for it at all. But yeah, just use a couple of skills, get some DPS on them, and they die. They seem to be dying quicker. We have basically 2 more people dealing damage than when I ran this. And I don't have to worry about tanking, so I can just hit them as well. And I assume the Guardian, he's playing yellow line, so I assume that Flash of Light is still pretty effective at this level. Especially on that many mobs, it can chain kind of insanely. One thing with Redline I'm not used to using as much are the bleeds and just the single target dots, but they get a lot stronger now that I have whatever trait I needed for that. Get my dots. I wonder if the yellow... Oh, I guess I should have used that, but I was trying to do as much as possible before using it, but I was just kind of curious how strong that was, and it seemed like it'd be reasonable to try to use. Did I loot that? I don't remember if I looted that or if that was somebody else. I'll go ahead and try and loot it again. Make sure I get my medallion of Moria that I don't care too much about. I think I did see I could get some stuff for my LI with those. I don't know if it was stuff I really wanted because I want heritage runes at this point. At least it's nice I'll be leveling some of the side ones. They'll probably get to level 10 and I'll just have to keep up with trying to reforge them after each run we do. Could also get some just like nice random drops, I suppose, in these instances. Yeah, can you hear me? Okay, they said they cannot hear me. Okay, yeah, it can't, for some reason. Okay. Can you all hear me now? Okay, so Discord was using the wrong audio device, apparently. And yes, I am streaming, by the way. Okay. So they couldn't hear me. So they can hear me talking. I can set it up like that. I haven't really bothered, but they can't hear you all. They just hear the in-game audio, and I can't hear the in-game audio. I think I'm the one that's always missing those things. Yeah. He's talking about like missing fellowship maneuvers, and because they're on the stream here, just like missing fellowship maneuvers and attacking the wrong people just because I stream it, but I seem to do that a lot. I don't pay too much attention. Sometimes I do. If I actually try to pay attention, I can, but a lot of stuff like this, I like pay no attention to what I'm doing basically and just kill orcs, which is pretty fun here. But Joshua, I did see your comment on whatever old Bjorning guide I had about the yellow line, and that one I don't play all that much, so I'm not sure about some specific suggestions for that. I think the main thing is you're going to be a healer, and if you should be like the only healer, it's a healing line, so you should heal your fellows. You have a lot of strong heals in bear form, that's where some of your strongest heals are, but when those are on cooldown, you can switch to man form and use whatever man forms heal you have. Like Nature's Mend, I think, and Hearten are the two main ones. But then yeah, you should spend most of your time healing in bear form. And you have some that, I think one skill that immediately heals quite a bit and can give a hot if you have your Bjorning mark on them. Which you do, you always want to put your Bjorning mark on like the main tank. And then you also have the debuffing mark on whatever enemy you're killing. both of those will be helpful. And any downtime when you're not actively having to heal, you can apply any sort of pots you have. I'm not too familiar with what heal over times they have. But I think there is one in bear form you have, maybe. And then you do have the one in man form, like... I think it's not Nature's Men, but Hearten. But any downtime you can just attack them and build Wrath. In main form you can build Wrath pretty easily, and then in bear form with like Thrash you don't even have to spend Wrath for that, so you can do damage with it. I don't know if what they have with that, but... Oh, and Relentless Maul, that one's a really nice heal. You should use that whenever your group needs healing, but it's also nice to do damage at the same time. Okay, this boss, I think this boss killed us last time, like with his ads. But hopefully that helped and made sense a little bit with the yellow line Bjorning. I probably should play mine, especially my low level one. I think this guy has the reflect, so I need to watch my damage. I should switch to the yellow line real quick. I actually, oh no. But yeah, this guy. Yeah, I actually just switched to range spec, but apparently I don't have any points in it, so I'm basically not even spec'd right now. Like, I just remembered about this fight, so I switched to range, but I'm not going to be dealing that much damage. This would be a really bad fight if you only had melee people. And against the ads I can actually use my melee stuff, but I think I can... Oh no, I can't do that. Okay. Something did a lot of damage to me, but I lived is the important part. I'm probably going to use yellow or green myself. I think yeah, I can just hit these guys. Okay, so I still need to set up this trait tree, so I'll probably just ignore that and go back to red line. As fun as yellow line is, it is definitely not good to just do regular DPS in. In a fight where you can't hit melee on the boss, that's okay, but I think I already have those pants. Don't really need them again. Yeah, I was looking at my LIs, so hopefully they get to level 10. They're kind of stuck on level 7, it seems like. I remember checking earlier and I thought they were also level 7, so I assumed they got to 7 really quickly, but now they aren't even level 8. I'm also trying to, I'm not in range stance. First, I saw myself throwing the javelin, so I thought I was in it. Yeah, I try to damage you all, but it just heals instead. What's that called? Conviction. Since it does like it doesn't affect like you hit them, but it just heals them instead. It's a very weak heal. Might as well not even heal them really. How much healing does it do? In this line it might heal like... Let's see, what is 1% of my morale? That's 100. Might heal like 2% of our morale. Yeah, about. Closer to 2% of Jimmy's. Oh yeah, the sentry, I remember having that last time with either having to chase them around or they'll just come back, I think. Oh yeah, this boss fight had a little bit of trouble before we found out what to do last time. I assume we'll have no trouble here. Okay, so you just started Warden yesterday, and you say thanks so we stopped making Wardens look so easy. Yeah, it's just like with... Oh, you're a bunch of orcs. I have a high elf res, yeah. We have nobody to res. Except the high elves. But yeah, I remember this last time that we had all these mobs come here and they were just like coming. It seemed like out of nowhere, but I think there are little doors here. Well. Okay, so you're only level 8, but any pointers for really new Warden solo, mostly in legendary servers, would be appreciated. So the big thing is to just know your gambits, know what they do. A lot of the gambits have patterns, so you can see I'm using like fish shield a lot. I need to res this, Hunter. But I'm using like the fish shield pattern a lot, so just knowing that that pattern, all the gambits in that one basically do the same thing. They have a little bit different things going on with them, but they're all like AoE damage, damage over time as well. So just knowing stuff like that in general will be good. And then your gambit masteries, those might seem really complex at first, but they're really useful. I think it used to be back when I was like leveling my Warden, you got them slowly. You had to do like some really Warden quests, class quests or something. You just had to do something with them. My closest is 28 or so. I just realized if I try to hit things while talking, it's really hard because Z is my push to talk, so pressing that and pressing other buttons is kind of hard. I think we need to kill the Fire Fist now and he'll become hittable. It's really weird doing this as DPS. It's so much easier because I don't have to worry about dragging anybody anywhere. And yeah, that was... It was much better than when I was tank here. We just... Oh no, I just triggered that, didn't I? Oh, it was 2. Oh, I thought I did that. Okay. So how challenging is in-game content in LOTRO? So regular server in-game content can be challenging if you run it on the highest tier. One of the main things it is actually is gear dependent rather than just directly challenging, but it still has some challenge to it. So it's not just entirely gear dependent, but it does have gear dependency to begin with and then a little bit of like mechanical challenge on top of that. But the main thing, at least for me, that would keep me away from it as far as challenge is gear dependence. The actual content challenge is a little bit more. And then with the legendary servers here at like level 60, the Mori content is not that challenging, but they do have some stuff that is more challenging. If you're like extremely geared and know what you're doing and know the fights, it's not as challenging, and people do like speedruns with it. But yeah, it's more challenging on the regular servers at higher levels and more challenging at higher tiers. And for our kinship, we've experienced a lot of challenging stuff because we're more casual and don't worry about everybody having the best gear. I think we're running some more instances. I think we're going to be running forges. Okay. Oh no, I don't. Hold up. So we're doing forges of Khazad-dûm. Yeah, I'm working on it. Basically just picked it up after I ran all the Moria instances. So he's talking about the legendary Moria quest, and I just picked it up to complete all these instances right after I completed a lot of them. But I probably won't do this anyway. There are a lot of specific ones I don't think I will do. So this one, I think this one is actually kind of short instance. It was really weird the first time I went here, so we'll see if it's still weird feeling. I don't know, it's just like a really unique instance that seemed a little bit long, but at the same time was kind of short. And Distant Taw, I do sometimes run with viewers. I have played with viewers, and I'd be open to playing with it. Not that many people have really like requested or wanted to join, but some people have, and I played with them. And it's all worked out so far, fortunately. I think this one we ran with Tube. I don't know if he was playing Tube or if he was playing like one of his other characters, but yeah, when we first ran with this, I think he was guiding me the whole way to go through all this stuff, if I remember correctly. For some reason, Tube is like a good name for a burglar. Well, it's probably a name I wouldn't use. I don't know, for some reason it works with burglars to me. Okay, so we need to take some barrels or something towards the door, I think. I didn't do it last time. Okay, I think we're gonna kill this group. See, I'm trying to think if there's anything specific with Wardens that I haven't mentioned yet. But yeah, your dots are really strong. Some gambits are just really weak. A lot of your strong ones will be your bleeds and your light dot ones, as they're called. They do light damage, like the Spear of Virtue here does light damage and light damage over time. All the ones like that are pretty strong. Some ones like Wall of Steel here is just really weak, even though it's kind of neat. You also have something like Android Maneuver, which might seem good because it decreases attack duration, but that's also not that good. And stuff like Boar's Rush is really bad. And then you also have ranged if you want to play. It has a little bit different gambits that can be better, but it's actually been changed. It's similar gambits, but it's not all like dot based. It's more whatever does the most damage. It's just the one you want to use, which just happens to be kind of similar gambits. I guess I could have done that Fellowship Maneuver. I was too busy paying attention to killing him. Okay, so I think we are done with that. Okay, see you, Josh Brito. Thanks for joining the stream, but have fun at work, I hope. Too bad that's a heavy shield. That would maybe be an upgrade for me. I don't know, just because heavy shields have more stats, it would, or bigger stats with, as far as like defensive stats go, be a little bit better. That's one thing with the Warden, you can make them very mobile and like an evade based tank, but it just doesn't work the actual way the game plays out. So theoretically you could have a class that evades like 10% of attacks, or that's a bad example, but just evade 10% more attacks than Guardian, so you just completely take out that damage you would have taken. Oh, you can. Oh, I was still immune to this stun. I was like, you can jump over them, but because I think I tried that once, but I was like immune, and yeah, I'm gonna get stunned here. But to me, it would be really nice if evading 10% of attacks was as viable as taking 10% less damage, but it just doesn't work out. Even though in the long term, if you just survive everything anyway and tested it out, it would end up being the same. But because just taking 10% less damage flat from every attack is more useful. a tank like that isn't as viable, and I don't think a Warden's that extreme where they're evading like 10% more attacks than other classes, but it's just something their fantasy like build swords being more mobile and evasion based and just a lighter tank that can dodge stuff. They just don't really do that. Okay, I think these people know what to do. I know a little bit what to do. I'm actually kind of remembering. You have to take like these powder kegs to wherever somebody's coming out of. Wherever it's closed, maybe? I don't know. We're in combat. Oh, we have the guards here. The guards we need to stay away from, and we have... Oh no, this isn't the guard we need to stay away from. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh no, I got stunned. I just went up to him and went right there. I think they all keep running to me. I don't think I hit the other one, but it looked like he was running to me. I think the Guardian's over here, so we'll go. Nope. I don't think the Guardian's running away. I think he's just staying here. I think I should... It's so weird. I have no idea why they keep running that way. Like, I'm over here with Jimmy. And like, I had a fear debuff on them, but I don't even have it on them anymore, and they're just acting like very weird trolls right now. I am taking a lot of damage. Okay, so we have the boss. That's a good thing. I wasn't too worried about that again because these guys actually know what they're doing with that. I need to go green. I'm gonna have to search for a potion. Okay, I have plenty of potions. I have 21 potions, so I don't know why I don't want to use one that much, but I don't. Okay, I need to just use a potion. That didn't even heal me all that much. Hopefully the hunter doesn't die. I'm taking a ton of damage from something. I don't know if they're doing some cleave or melee thing. And I couldn't really get in a position to get behind them. I think these other guys, they're still running around, right? Or we can't go on the tracks. But yeah, I'm gonna let the burglar and guardian finish this off while I go heal myself a little bit. Okay, my res is on cooldown right now, so unfortunately cannot use it. Looks like we got a captain. We've run with him, a lot of them were instances. My first time through them, I think he was in pretty much every group. Okay, that has tactical mitigation. That would be an upgrade for me as far as if I was doing any tanking. Did you need that, Jimmy? Okay. Their agility, yeah. They're basically the same at this point though, because both give 2 mastery, and agility gives like a little bit more stuff, but there's not a big difference between them anymore. Yeah. But the earring, the reason why I asked him is because it's more useful for tank, and I wouldn't be too worried about it as DPS while it would be a little bit of an upgrade. He has 2 diamond studs, but I feel like the tactical mitigation, just based off looking at that, I would guess would be more useful than for him, but maybe he's tactical mitigation capped, so it doesn't matter. Okay, I think Jimmy, he is a something. You gotta remember. Jimmy, you're an armor smith, right? Okay, do you know what Warden shields you can make for level 60? I don't know if it'd be better than what I have. Okay. Okay, yeah, the one you linked wouldn't be an upgrade, but yeah, I was just curious because I actually need to get, I think some crafted gear would be better than what I have, especially jewelry as well. But yeah, a lot of my jewelry's like, I have like level 48 jewelry. Well, it's pretty nice. Yeah, I guess they ran off without Annie. Forgot she was dead here waiting for the res from the captain since he joined. Okay. Now we are good to go. I don't know if I looted the chest, so I should get my Medallion of Moria. Oh, got a Minstrel's Mace of the Second Age. I assume this is the way we're going. I'll just go this way just in case a troll comes. Oh, this might not be an area with a troll, but... Well, I've been in range stance for some reason. Looks like the captain gets to play DPS. So that's why I've been taking damage. The Guardian's in his DPS spec, so that's why I'm pulling. Like, I basically have had aggro this whole fight. I wonder how much morale I would have with tank spec right now. Ooh, I think I actually jumped over him right there. Wow. Thrug. That feels like a very orcish name. I like that one. Okay, we're actually going to go through our blue chain for once. I can get double the bleed with that new trait, which would be really nice. I got it on the first one actually, but would be really nice. Apparently some fire's coming. I think it was this fight that took a long time. There might be another boss here, but yeah, it might have been the next boss actually. It seemed to take a lot longer time. That is interesting. That's an upgrade from what I have. It's just really weird. 10% chance to reflect 62 damage, okay. But yeah, that's an upgrade. The block rating is just the weird part, but I think it's still an upgrade. I feel like I need the ICPR. I don't know if I have any other ICPR gear, but I want like... I always want at least one piece of gear with ICPR, so I want to keep that one, even though the other one has technically better stats than I'm replacing it. It'll lower my morale. Okay, so I think the captain's switching to heal spec, so that will help. Okay, those trolls, they died quickly. Now, oh, we can't even attack the boss yet. Yeah, I gotta try to get aggro over these guys. I think the Guardian is still playing red line, but he just did a forced taunt. This guy's he's just dying a lot slower than the other one. I think I looked and he has like minus 20% fire and light mitigation, so the light mitigation is very bad for me because I do a lot of light damage. Oh, boss is back. And he is absorbing. I forgot he is like immune to light type damage or something, whatever I do at some points. Okay. Yeah, because I remember last time I ran this, I think with Dougal and Annie, it took a long time. For some reason I have to pop all my knuckles. I assume the microphone picks that up, that's just why I mentioned that, because I was doing it. But yeah, we're hitting him for 178 damage, 51 damage, 162, 121. I can use my bleeds actually, I don't know why I haven't been using those. And I'll think about using them. Something's doing a lot of damage to me as well. I guess I'll put Never Surrender up. I like Captain healing, or healing on captains a lot, but barely avoided that fire up. But they don't have the best like single target immediately get somebody up that every other healer basically has, Bjorn and Runekeeper, etc. Oh, I meant I need to hit him with the bleeds. Well, I can hit this troll. I have aggro on him anyway, basically tanking him. Okay, let's hit him with some bleeds. Okay, got him hit with a bunch of bleeds, and yeah, everybody else who should die there. Yeah, that was much easier than when I last ran through here. That's actually the last boss, I forgot about that. That's why this one was short. Seems like it's going to be going, and then it's done. So we can get Cranlock's Hammer. I really want that thing. I don't know why I want it, but I want it. Okay, get my medallions, and then good to go. I want Gruesome Fingerbane, that is pretty bad. Alright then, I should be able to reforge my allies, I would hope, after that. Okay, nope. I'm fine with either. I remember Scumfield just really confused me my first time there. I had no idea where to go, basically. We had to run it twice because you have to do like a right side and then a left side, and then you have to do the bottom side basically with the spider boss. It was a weird one. Not that it's bad, but it's really weird that you have to restart then, since I assume it wasn't quite like that back in the day. I want to go to Dolphin View. Let me make sure I need to reforge. Yeah. I need just a minute to reforge some allies and I'll be in. But yeah, gotta reforge. Looks like Tube is switching. Oh, don't need to talk to these guys. Need to talk to this guy. Reforge. Anything good? Oh yeah, I didn't even look at the... I still want to do this and level all these allies, so that's like not a problem, but I didn't actually look at what I needed. or what I wanted as far as whatever's left as far as legacies I want. Because I'll probably switch to a main stat one, even though might, agility are useless, basically.
Since the overthrow of Moria, the orcs have disposed of their dead in the great chasm they call Spoonfield. Over the ages,
Reputation change, got all this stuff from my runekeeper. Alright then.
has also attracted many foul and disgusting creatures, from the vile Dreadnought to the scavenging Careworm.
So we have defeat Brumbereth or defeat Grim Reaper, and then defeat Huandrin as the guy at the bottom. I guess right here. Looks like the Guardian is back in yellow line. I don't know, maybe this instance in general is harder. I know we ran when we did like 3-manned a lot of them. Some of them were a bit harder, and we had 4 people for a few of them for those ones. Had a search, and then I think we even pugged Dark Delving with the Hunter. Just because there was like no hope with 2 of us. That one seemed really short in a way. Is Bone Tooth, is that a boss? Or is that just the name of one of these guys? Doing a lot of damage, at least I feel like I am. I still need to get combat analysis and work on that. I might wait. I think the 64-bit client, I don't know if it will just translate whatever plugins it should, but there were some issues with that when it was initially released, but I think they've added the Lua support that it needs. Oh, and now I'm using Goad. I think Jimmy needs to kill some Kurgrim, so I mean, that's fine that way, just sit here killing this stuff, I can get item XP. I mean, I need them, I assume, for some sort of deed or something, so it's not like a bad thing, especially with the Virtue Revamp. It would be... wouldn't be too bad of a thing to actually farm deeds with the Virtue Revamp, oddly. Oh no, that Kurgrim died. Got some cave claws. A lot of things to AoE in here. I keep seeing the same stuff over and over. It's like the 3 strong dots, but I think it'd be a little bit better to weave in Warcry, at least in Goad, and just some other things in that situation. I don't think I have Resounding Challenge where I can get like a dot on that. And you could have used to have weaved in, if you had time, Exaltation of Battle, but that is quite weak now. I think, yeah, Warcry is a much stronger dot even. I always forget that like Surety of Death and Desolation are technically finishers and get a little stronger effect from using them in a chain. I don't think it increases damage though. I guess I can look at that. Ooh, let's get yellow. Let's actually participate in the FN there. doing some more things. So I guess we're doing left side and then we might leave and come back and do right side. I don't know exactly what their plans are, but that's the way I originally did it. But we did right then left. I didn't even know I was like going to the right. I was just doing the instance and saw something open up and went there. So we did like the Grim Reaper. I think we're on the Broom Breath side, although Broom Breath sounds like somebody on the right side, but oh, we're killing old Anor right now. I think you're supposed to kill some of these ads. I was just trying to AoE them all, but did not really want me to do that, but they're all dead anyway, so we can go about this and then go through the bleed chain, that fun thing. Try to loot it before the Guardian. That's heavy armor, don't want. I think it had fire mitigation, was it? I think I already looted this, yeah. So yeah, I just need one more. I don't know what like the jewelry is at level 60, but I need one with ICPR preferably. I think I'll need that. I don't know if power potions would be able to keep up. I do have the Dark Before Dawn, so I don't think it would be the biggest deal if I don't find a piece with that, but it'd be nice. So this is Broom Breath. I think is that who I said? I forgot who I said I thought would actually be here, but this one's Broom Breath on this side. I think I mentioned Grim Reaper, but then I thought I said something about Broom Breath being on the other side. Oh, there is Grim Reaper. What? Did we kill both of them? I have no idea what's going on with those anymore. Maybe we killed both of them. Stinger of Brimwrath. But it's Corpse of Grim Reaper. That's kind of weird. Do I need what? Sorry. I didn't see a cloak. Is it that thing I just linked? Or is it the thing I just linked? Okay, yeah, apparently I have that equipped. It's a like decent cloak. It's got a lot of different things going on with it, but yeah, I didn't see the cloak actually drop, and then they were asking if I rolled on it. So I think Tube wanted it, is why he was asking if it was like not an upgrade for anybody else. I don't know if we can do anything down here. I think, don't you have to do like both sides and then you can defeat Huandrin? Or win Huandrin. Oh yeah, I guess because we've already done one side. I finished whatever quest to get whatever thing, we did that, so we can open it now. Guess we're just pulling everything, that's always the fun way. Gotta make sure, I do have Never Surrender already up, just in case I pull aggro on enough things. I think he switched to Yellow Line the Guardian, so shouldn't have issues with that. But I would have been worried about that, basically, with that many spiders hitting me in DPS spec. Though that could have been a time, that would actually be a time as a tank I wouldn't mind using Exaltation of Battle. Even though the morale taps are weak, I always try to find... Oh no. Captain, I wasn't paying too much attention to his morale, but he seemed to be like full health to instantly dead. Okay, I think the Hunter rezzed, which is good. Now I have mine off cooldown if we need it. So. Now we can kill this lovely spider. Probably kill it really quickly, I don't even know. Probably could have just gone through the bleed chain to begin with, but we can re-go through it. I think it'll be about time with Unnerving Strike. Yeah, it's about to expire. And by the time I get this off, he'll basically be dead anyway. But the thing with the bleeds is they just take a long time to get their full effect, is why on shorter fights I basically never use them, even though their dot is the strongest and they have a lot of stronger things going on about them in the red line. Just the upfront damage of your other skills allows them to do a lot more damage overall. Okay, let's open the egg sack and get our loot. Guess we need to kill all these little broodlings. Okay, don't need Captain Sword and nothing else. That one's pretty fun, it's just a little bit weird, and especially the first time where you have to do both wings basically. Okay, I will check the progress on my LIs, and then let's see, they're up to level 11, so yeah, they're gonna be pretty slow from here on out. I think some people have some specific instances they want to do with the next one, so I'm open to anything. I'm fine with whatever. So I'm just thinking about my allies. I might have some quests to turn in, some instance quests specifically. Looks like I have quests for the Forgotten Treasury. I didn't see that. I thought I'd go ahead and look at the quests. I thought I might have something to turn in, actually. I have this one and Anor Mechem. That might have been one of the quests. I think I had some quests and instances that I just didn't quite complete my first time through, so I thought I might have some left over with those, and that looks like one of the ones that I did. Oh yeah, this one you need to pay attention to the lights. I know it was that one was the last one. I think it was, at least. I didn't really get here to look quick enough. So yeah, I wonder why I still have the quest to do, because I remember specifically getting the quest before I ran this. I thought on this character, not just my lore master. I know I did it with my lore master, but I thought I was also working on that on this character when I was doing the book quest back when those didn't annoy me too much, so I just stopped with them. Apparently there was some reason we couldn't damage him before while I was damaging him. I don't know, maybe I wasn't doing as much damage as I should. Wasn't paying too much attention to the numbers. Make sure I loot everything, because I do need these for the quest. I need some dwarf coins and depleted crystals. Looks like this guy can drop all that type of stuff. He's about to... I was gonna say he's about to take a ton of damage, but he's not taking much damage now. I just, like, basically did everything to deal a lot of damage. Well, we're loading him with damage as much as we can. I think either after a certain amount of time he's hittable, and then you can use these crystals you get, shards. I don't have any in my inventory, but to use on him. Yellow gem shard, something like that. Actually, I got that one. So yeah, you can make him increase mitigation versus tactical. So you can hit him with physical. And with our group, we want him to be immune to tactical. Looks like there, I got that gem shard. I didn't even see if it popped up to loot, but I didn't get it. Oh, I already have one, that's why. Not just used it, that's okay. For some reason I thought I was like consumed on use, but no. These guys are in combat, I feel like I should attack them. So this guy's yellow right now, so we can damage him. I think when he becomes purple is when he's going to be more immune to physical and range. I guess basically anything physical, since it's melee and ranged, which are both physical. But yeah, since he's so low morale, I don't know if we'd use a shard, use the cooldown on that, but... This guy was purple, I assume somebody used the shard on him so we can hit him now. Yeah, this is a pretty fun instance overall, I think. It's a little bit unique. But yeah, just the little mechanic with the bosses, changing them from like purple to yellow, being more immune to physical versus tactical. And that type of stuff, I think it just makes it a fun instance. Oh, mine's still on cooldown. It's got a long cooldown. It's like 5 minutes, it looks like. So yeah, we might just have to deal with this 30 seconds till he just naturally switches. There we go, we're doing a ton of damage to him now. Okay, so I think we cleared everything, so now they need to turn the dwarf statues to whatever with the light in the order they turned off on, but I wasn't here for that, so I didn't see it. I think the guardian, he was like up here looking. And my phone just fell off my desk. There we go. Okay, I just headed to one of these. I don't know when I'll need to use this, but they'll direct me for when. how's this ally doing? Oh yeah, I can actually rank that up. More light type damage, always nice. And then after that I'll be surety of death damage over time. Okay, so I think I'm next. Am I next now? I don't know how many are going. Okay, I think I'm the only one left. They're talking about something else, but good to use this. I hope. There we go. Yeah, it's somewhere around there, I think. Yeah, Warhoon. I assume it's Morhoon instead of Morhun. Morhun does not sound right for an orc. So yeah, he's going to yellow, so now we can hit him, and then we'll have whatever item we need to use. We might even be able to kill him. I mean, we have 30 seconds to kill him before he switches, so I think my stream is still working. I can't really mess with it during this fight, but I think it's still working. It just messed up for my playback that I am watching, so I can actually see the chat and everything, because the live dashboard is really bad, and then they got rid of YouTube Gaming. Oh, it apparently decided to sign me out. Okay. YouTube randomly signs me out now. It's kind of annoying. Oh, that's really nice. Hopefully nobody else needs that. Huh. I rolled more than tube. Ooh, some nice shoes. Wow. I really want those orc stompers. This is some really good loot. I think. So I got the orc stompers. And I got these really nice earrings. Those are a huge upgrade from what I have. Wow. And then I thought I saw I rolled and got the set bonus one, but maybe not. That one could have been tube. I thought I just saw I got it, but looks like I won by default 2 of them, and then... Yeah, it says I win the Ethereum. Okay, maybe I need to loot it, but I don't see... Oh, there it is, okay. Wait, yeah, I don't even care too much about the set for that. That's just raw upgrade and everything. But yeah, I just got... I was busy looking at my loot and got locked out. I might be overcapped on mitigation right now, actually. Or not mitigation, mastery. Yeah, I'm either... like right at the cap, which would be overcapped with any sort of scrolls, which is really weird. So I'm locked out because I was too busy looking at my nice new gear. Looks like they managed it. Oh, they still have one more boss, but yeah, they managed it fine without me. It actually looks like I guess I'm stuck in here. Oh man. Okay, I guess I'll have to leave and then I can re-enter and then go loot the chest. It's an interesting necklace, not an upgrade. It's not really that good of a piece of gear. Okay. Yeah, I have like a ton of medallions. I need to find something to spend them on. I think you can get like relics or something. I feel like I have a bug crawling on me. I hate that feeling. It's not like quite like an itch type feel, but sometimes it is little ants crawling on me. It's annoying, but okay. Do you know if you can turn them into heritage runes? That would be preferred. I guess I can check the vendor, I'm just not near him. Okay, that sounds like a good idea for me because I need to level some allies. And I have tons of relics. Oh, I've already like deconstructed them and all that type of stuff. I just had them sitting in like my ally. I have a ton that I don't use. Yeah, that's what I do, and right now I'm still working on getting legacies for my first stage, and hopefully I get a first stage javelin soon. Need to run turtle like 6 more times and I can guarantee one. Yeah, I have. Still have a ton of reputation items, dang. Guess I got a lot saved up for my lore master and runekeeper. Oh yeah, I didn't finish looking at the gear. So I'm actually at the physical mastery cap, which is really weird. Do you all know how much mastery the scrolls or whatever provide? And I don't know if captain buffs, if they provide any mastery. It looks like they provide some might and agility, which would give me some. Anybody? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm at 207%, which is capped for me. Okay, that's actually a lot. Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. I have too much mastery gear equipped, which is really weird. Guess I could replace, okay. Let's see. It might be a minute to catch up with you all while I try to figure out where all my gear went. Okay, I really like these new orc stompers, but I think I'll have to unequip them. I want to stay at 205%. Okay, let's try both of those. Wow, I'm still at the cap. That's like 2,000 mastery that I just dropped, and I'm still at the cap. Okay. And that means I can drop something. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I have about 2,000 extra mastery at least, and then maybe even more extra. So I have, okay, let me see, I'm equipping that, okay. So yeah, maybe like 2,500 extra mastery. Okay, let's unequip that one. That was 419 and I'm still capped, wow. Okay, 754. Let's try that one. I'm still capped on my 989. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm actually about 3,000 over the cap right now, which is kind of crazy. I just got like a bunch of physical mastery pieces from that last instance is why I'm like suddenly way over though. Yeah, I can replace about 3 pieces and replace it with like mitigation gear. Tactical mitigation is what I need. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to find. I don't think there's any cap on that. Yeah, physical mastery is just like 200%, and you can still increase the percent, but as far as like the rating goes, it's the cap, it won't affect it at all. Yeah, I'm not sure how... Sorry, I just wasn't sure how important that is as a captain, because they're more with the buffing. But yeah, I'm like crazy over it. I did have to consider, I guess this has like agility and might and stuff, so I'm also decreasing some mastery from that, but it's not as much. So like when I unequip my shoes, I do lose some agility from that, or I gain a little bit of agility, but it's like very insignificant. It was basically unequipping my earring was basically perfect at 0.1% away from the cap, so I'm not wasting physical mastery, but also would rather be like a couple of percent over and be at the cap than 0.1% under. Although, yeah, I think, but replacing jewelry I think will be the biggest thing. I could get maybe some nice morale pieces from that. Yeah. Yeah, my physical is like capped just based off my armor, but the tactical I'm still working on. I think I picked up a lot of the tactical pieces with Medallions of Moria, but I can look at more of that stuff, try and get it. Yeah, March. The Beast Drum. Warden, there's a second aim javelin. That's nice. Don't need those pants anymore. I want to get another box here. I don't even feel like, I guess we did kill a boss, but I don't feel like it did all that much there. But yeah, that javelin will be an upgrade from what I have. Do I even have any legacy spin on my javelin? Legacy points? I don't think I do. Wow. I don't know if I want to increase the DPS on it. I don't have any other legacies I want though, so just, here we go. But yeah, the second age could be good temporary, so that one's actually a little bit nice to have. I don't care too much about second ages, because just use third ages than first ages, but because I'm actually don't have a first age, it's not bad now as an in-between. Yeah, in Shadows of Angmar I couldn't get to the cap. I remember the gear just wasn't as good with Moria and the updates they've done to gear and all that type of stuff. The physical mastery you can actually cap at. I'm at 218% right now, probably some sort of percent buff. I have like plus 6% melee damage right there as part of it. I have a lot of evade rating buffs. I think this gives evade rating. I don't know, something gives evade rating. Oh, like Warcry, that line gives evade rating. That's how I had those buffs, and that's what I talked about earlier this stream with the Warden being kind of an evade type fantasy dodging type tank, and just how that's not viable. My evade rate isn't too high compared to my block and parry, but if I actually use like Warcry, that type of stuff, and get those buffs, I don't think Desolation gives one. But yeah, I'm like up to 5,000 evade rating now. It's like double, and I can get one more with Ring of Victory and just get a lot of evade rating. My evade chance is not quite double, but a little bit more than the other stuff. And also in tank, whenever you evade attack, you heal your morale, so it's like extra reason to be an evade type tank. but it doesn't really matter. All you really care about is mitigations and having strong cooldowns, and that's why Wardens are bad tanks, because they have neither of those. You can actually get decent mitigation, but you have to use like a lot of your buffs, gambit buffs, and keep that stuff up so you aren't able to do other things. The Harfast name sounds familiar. Don't recognize the other one. Okay, well, it sounds like Google's played a lot on Guardians of the White Tree. But yeah, it sounds like Google played with Jimmy back on Arkenstone, and I played with, I think, somebody related to them, it sounds like. Oh, I'm taking a lot of damage from something. I don't think I've participated in the fellowship maneuver, but I was busy worrying about. I had a ton of bleeds on him. Oh, I don't know if somebody else is hitting some bleeds, but he has a ton of bleeds going on him now. I don't think I've ever put that many bleeds on an enemy before. I assume those are all mine. It's like wound. I don't know. Somebody else could be using a spear, I suppose. I'm getting just like a very weak one, but those aren't the glowing type ones. I might have just duplicated all those bleeds, but that was a lot. Or the Guardian. The Guardian doesn't have those bleeds icons anymore. What did we do? Did we might have failed something. Oh, so that one don't need. That's heavy armor. Although head cage, that sounds kind of neat. Bracelet. But rude. That one, okay. I don't think it's an upgrade. Yeah. It's got physical mitigation, but don't need that. Oh, I accidentally passed on something. Ooh, the diamond stud could be an earring replacement. Okay. Don't have enough room, of course. I feel like I can go ahead and mail this stuff to my roomkeeper. He can use it. Mailing stuff to somebody that sent stacks of stuff to this character. Or just like, I just basically eternally keep my stuff in the mailbox, I guess, at this point. Keep my inventories clean and all that. But yeah, my roomkeeper can use all these rep items, and I think he needs whatever these are, the purple ones. And then I think a decent amount of the other ones, he might be able to get a travel skill or something, which I don't think should be a thing. But yeah, that'll free up enough inventory space to actually get my loot. Here. And need to loot the chest, loot the boss, make sure I get his lash. Loot all these chests. We got a ton of chests from this. But yeah, need to sell. Okay. Okay, so physical mastery. Let's see, unbuffed. And I just need to sell at a vendor right now. Oh, I can only buy from him, of course. Only one I'd request at this point is Turtle. But yeah, not sure if we can do that. We might be able to do Turtle, I don't know. I just wouldn't mind doing it daily for a few days to get my first stage javelin. guess I can lock all this physical mastery gear. Okay, so it sounds like we're joining this guy's group. I guess we are doing turtle. Elven halberd. Okay. See, sounds like Tube is leaving, but we still have everybody here. I guess he's putting all the guardians, not all the guardians in Wardens almost. Oh, I have in-game voice chat on. I should probably turn that off whenever I press Z to talk. And there we go. I don't know what mic it's using. Voice capture, yeah, it wouldn't even be using the right mic, but I guess I could do that. Could have it like set to I have like my headset microphone I could just use, but it's bad. But if I really wanted to use it, I could do that. But if I just kept pressing Z, it won't echo that way, but for the people in the Discord. But if I really needed to talk to people in-game that weren't in Discord, could do that. But then at that point, it might echo for anybody in both. I think we got a few different people that can tank. The captain sounds like he's going to try to... Actually, I don't know how many people are on the Ken. I guess we just had one more person. I don't know. Illa lost. Agile gun. It's his main, it sounds like. But yeah, I'm going to try to run Turtle. It's really easy and simple to run, so it's not like a big deal or anything, but just try and run it to get towards my first stage Javelin. I have to run it at least 6 times, but if something drops and I actually win the roll, I could get a first stage Javelin, I suppose, a little bit earlier. But that would depend a lot on RNG, and then you do have the guaranteed after 6 runs. You can just barter for it if you want. So Onyx Band, that is a little bit of a weird thing. I'm wondering if it's an upgrade over what I have. I don't care about the might or agility basically at all. The main concern is the morale. I think I'd gain morale with this one, yeah, a little bit. So I think the Onyx Band is slightly better because of that. I assume I don't need to be in tank spec at all. I don't see why there would be a reason. Oh yeah, it looks like the Runekeeper joined on up there healing. But it was just the captain. It's a small hobbit. Supposedly fall asleep. I guess I can't do that in water. Can I sit in water? Oh, it will let me sit. Wonder if it'll just let me lie down. Oh, might have let me. But for some reason when I did sleep it wouldn't do that. Alright, let's kill this guy. Oh no, I used the boot. I can't believe I just actually used the boot. cannot harm myself. Well, I'm glad I can't. I don't know how I tried to do that, but apparently I did. Okay, we're gonna use Dark Before Dawn because I just remembered I need to use that for AD, so might as well weave it in even if I don't need to use it. I don't know what I'm doing with my things. I should probably refresh my bleeds at this point. Okay, we can use Surety of Death and Desolation probably, Spirit of Virtue, that good stuff. Now we can use Dark Before Dawn again. I am a little bit concerned about this, my computer crashing, because I just remembered that it crashed last stream, and it was about this long into it, about 2 hours into the stream. I don't know if it was like because of the stream, because it was that length, but just because it was about how long I was playing as well. I just got on when I did the stream. It's kind of similar this time to how that was, although I was on my computer a bit more before doing other things. Pretty simple fight, but he's taking a while to die. We seem to have some low DPS right now. I don't know if we just have low DPS or he's just taking a while. I mean, this is a raid boss, I don't know what I expect. I think I just went through my bleeds, but I can go through my bleeds again. No, somebody moved him. I guess I always like press one of the things I think I need to... Oh, I power attack again? Oh well. But yeah, just looking at my power, I do think that single piece of ICPR gear is really useful. Dark Before Dawn. That'll help with the power. I don't know exactly how much power that restores, but I know it can be decent enough here. I don't know what gamuts I'm using, but we will go back to some bleeds here. Although I just used Goad, so I should use Desolation and then go to bleeds. Once I see Desolation come off, I can use that again. Okay. I think we're good to go back to the bleeds, although once again I used the Goad, so... Then again, use Recklessness, increase my damage. Oh yeah, strong bleeds incoming, now that he's about dead. Oh, I just used power attack twice in a row again. Oh, that twice now. There we go. That is the big turtle, not the little turtles we were killing on my Runekeeper. Got captains. We'll pass on that. We will greed, need. Greed, I don't know, maybe I should roll need on all this stuff. I could use all of it, so... Unfortunately, it might be an upgrade, actually. Okay. It just, yeah, it actually is an upgrade. It only depends on the morale. That's the only thing more. It has a little bit armor, but I already have enough armor. Okay, so yeah, that shield will match. If I can get other pieces that look like Turtle League gear, like actual armor, then I'd have a nice cosmetic set going, because I have a javelin and a spear. The turtle ones, I did loot this, right? I better loot it again just in case. I did not loot it. It's a good thing I did that. Let's leave the raid, and I don't know if we'll do much more. We've been going about 2 hours. That's from what I remember about what we'd usually run, but we still haven't gone the full 2 hours. And we've run a lot of different instances. One of the Moria ones, it's been pretty fun. But yeah, if I get my Lore Master up a little bit, or my Runekeeper up quite a bit, I can do these things on them. Okay, so right now I am at the physical mastery cap. I do have scroll buff still. So I'm still buffed with that. I have another piece of mitigation gear. And I think that, I mean, I lose critical rating. That's kind of the bad thing about that, why I wouldn't want to unequip my chest piece. Because it has not only the mastery, but also critical rating. So yeah, I have still not capped on tactical mitigation, and with that, I'm actually not capped right now on physical mastery. I think with other buffs I might get to where I'm capped, but yeah, that actually uncaps me. So I'd rather replace something else. But I don't know what. I think this is why maybe I've lost enough agility and might and things like that. Halls of Crafting, it sounds like Lothorian instance. And to like totally resituate, I've been sitting too long. Okay, looks like we got a Warden to join us. Traded the Warden for the Burglar. They have a little bit different portrait than I do, I think. I think it's just the way it actually looks. It looks a little bit different on them, on the little ones. Oh, and another Warden. Wow. We got a lot of Wardens. But yeah, I think that's this is definitely, I really like this character portrait. I don't think there's any other one I like, or frame, rather than portrait. Wonder what these guys' gears is like. That Warden has a lot more morale. Looks like he has a set going on here, almost. That could be a decent looking set, Spear Hurlers. Why didn't I like that? Oh yeah, I kind of remember why. Maybe it just looks better on the male avatars. I think Capo's here on the Discord, but not Agilgon? Agilgon? I think it's Agilgon, I'd say that. Oh yeah, tanking this was fun with just the Captain Healer. Oh, we have a lot of Warden dots incoming. We have like 3 stacks of Brink of Victory, Surety of Death, and Desolation. Once we get all that stuff, these mobs will just like, they'll just die. Where did he die? He's out of... I guess he retreated. Oh, I didn't pay attention to my allies. I don't need to reforge them. Good. Although I'd like to be at the point where I need to reforge them just because... Oh, what was I thinking? Something. Just because that means they're higher level, but... I don't know why I used Fierce Assault. It's really bad. I just needed something to use that was an AoE, I think. I need to use Dark Before Dawn, as I mentioned, in Ambush. I don't care too much about those trait points, isn't why I'm like heavily farming those. Apparently that didn't want to work. We'll try this time. There we go. They were using a lot of their AoEs. I don't know where the other Wardens went, or if it's just not showing their dots for some reason, or if they're not using them anymore. But yeah, last time this was a little bit slow because we didn't have the most DPS. I was like doing the most AoE DPS. We had a hunter for single target. I think at this point we actually did have a Runekeeper, but healing. And the captain was doing DPS, so their buffing was good, but yeah, it's just a little bit slow from that compared to what we have now because we just have a lot of AoE DPS now. Oops, I think I accidentally pulled this goblin. That's okay, he can quickly die. I think this would be a really fun instance to try and pull like as much as you can. I don't know how comfortable we would be doing that, but it'd just be a fun one because they're all like, they're pretty simple groups, I think, overall. Sometimes you get some annoying ranged mobs, but yeah. I thought this instance was fun, but it did drag on a lot when I first did it, when we were first doing it. We did it with Runekeeper and Hugol, and Jimmy's about to die there, but who else did we do it with? Annie. She's still here, yeah. But yeah, it was just going a little bit long without any boss fights, and I thought they could have had mini bosses like in that room. Basically, they could have had a little tough yeah, Jimmy used to play a Warden as well on Orkinstone. He helped me learn Warden at first, like what was good to use. Back then it was with tanking and like getting aggro. Using stuff like Exaltation of Battle and Warcry and even Precise Blow. Because he used to have certain skills that would like increase threat. I think Goad was kind of similar to that. Well, these guys are ranged, that's pretty annoying. Well, I got a crit heal for 202 on him. He must have a lot of incoming healing rating. And everything's critting on him, wow. There we go, there's a regular for 95. I wonder what his gear. I was just wondering if he had incoming healing rating. It seems like he has to at this point. He might have like a trait for that. There might be a yellow guardian thing for that he has. So this one we left in the green room. I remember the first time I was just like bouncing him around in it. I think there are also ads, but don't need to worry about that too much. I don't know what the green does. So green is plus tactical damage that he deals. Well, he died quick. Didn't get that many bleeds off, but collectively we got quite a few bleeds. Turret ring. That's a nice hammer. That could be nice for like a hunter or something for an off weapon. A lot of physical mastery, if you can cosmetically change it. I wouldn't really want that hammer. I just wouldn't really want a hammer in general, especially on like a hunter or burglar. Bjorning. There's one thing Bjornings can't use, and every time this comes up I can't remember what it is they can't use. When it feels like they should be able to use all that stuff. Oh no, Annie. They keep track for that stuff in skirmishes, right? Yeah, so this is the skirmish thing. Oh no, I died. I wasn't paying attention. To my health, I could have used Never Surrender or something there. Well, it's partially my fault. I would say it's the tank's fault, but we don't actually technically have a tank right now. Yeah, I was also distracted because I was looking, that just reminded me of the skirmish panel. It keeps track of like all your monster kills and that as well, and things like that. Yeah, they're talking about Anor on the server. It could be fun. I think if I were to actually PvP, it would have to be on a server like this at lower level. But I also see why they don't add it, but yeah. While I'm not a big PvPer, I think it could be decent on the server. I think splitting to the monster players, though, for them, it might not be as fun, but as far as a free peer, it could be okay. Hey the hello guy, and how do I level up? I usually just quest, but instances are a pretty good way to level up. I've gotten a lot of XP from those in Moria, and before that, on a lot of my ults I'll run skirmishes and also do instances rather than quests, because just questing in the same spots over and over on the same level ults can get tiring with me. But a lot of my main characters I will do some questing, especially doing like YouTube. I like going through all the zones, and it can be fun to go through the different zones, just not do the same one very frequently over and over again, but can also be fun to occasionally do when I have done before again, if I'm in the mood to quest. But yeah, you can also do like instances and stuff just to get a break from questing if you want, and also skirmishes. Like on this character, I did a good mix of skirmishes, instances, and quests to get to level 60 from 50 instead of all in Moria. Actually, on this character, it's probably a lot instances and skirmishes. What level are you on Arkenstone? I need to turn that thing back up. Okay, yeah, I'm 118, which is 2 away from the cap now, I think. But I plan on getting level... Yeah, I'm planning on getting level 120 before update 24 to play that stuff. I'm thinking actually this Thursday would be my guess. They don't have a release date yet though, so it could be later. Yeah, I'm excited for that. It still looks grindy, but not as bad as it first did. There's just a big concern I know with it. Don't know what it's using. Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll be really helpful on this server for me just because I hate grinding deeds, but yeah, that way I can at least get what I want with the virtues. And they have a lot better stats, the new virtues in them. Okay, so somebody said that's a really nice sword. I remember seeing it. I didn't think it was like... Where'd this sword go? Did I roll on it? Sorry, I did not mean to roll on that. Did somebody need it? I don't know if there's a way I can trade it now, though. I thought I didn't roll on it. Hopefully... I didn't need to. I didn't mean to roll off. If I can actually type. So you can't decide between Runekeeper and Warden. You love these two, and you got a level 120 Warden and a level 120. Okay, but you don't know who you'll main. It's nice for a cosmetic. It's a nice sword. I don't know if she needed it. It has a lot of different things going on with it stat-wise. But if she needs the physical mastery from her sword, it might not even be an upgrade at that point. No, yeah, this is an interesting room. Very nice and wide open. Actually feels like a crafting room. But yeah, Warden or Creeper, it is hard to decide between the two because they're very different, so you can get... it's just really different because I like those both as well. They're both my top two classes, so... Often I'm more in the mood for Warden. I think I enjoy that one a bit more, but in like games in general, I'll often prefer mages and just that type of sorcerer type classes, mage type classes. So Runekeeper appeals to me because of that, and I really enjoy Runekeeper, but I think overall I enjoy Warden more. It's just Warden's really unique for LOTRO, I think. At least any game I have played hasn't had anything similar, especially with the gambit system. I don't know why I'm using my bleeds right now. Okay, so I think we have a little bit more in this room. A few more of these ad pulls. I'm doing a really bad job with my gambits here. I somehow have Persevere built up. Oh, Reckless. Yeah, unfortunately for balance reasons, it just makes their mitigation lower. Yeah, they're talking about the Warden being more evasion based than the Guardian being more just mitigation based, and I was talking earlier how that it's just not viable the way it works, even though theoretically it should work. So John D. Pasquale? Is there any way to level up fast, or do you just have to do quests? Instances and skirmishes can level you up fast. Instances you can farm, and with XP boosts you can level pretty fast from them, faster than questing, especially at high level. Starting around level 50 it can be a lot quicker than questing, and at level 65 it's even quicker. In particularly at level 50 you can do the 3-man instance, school and library at Themyrdane, those two. I guess we're on the last boss here. Dagas? Oh no. I don't know how exactly I died there. I wasn't paying too much attention to what's going on here. But yeah, at level 60 you can do Warg Pins of Dulguldur, which... There's that corruption here. Okay, somebody got it off of him. He's about to die though. But yeah, at level 65 you can do Warg Pins of Dulguldur, which can level you really fast. And on top of that, you can always do skirmishes, like solo, if you can't get a group or anything like that. Okay, I think, Oh, a lot of loot coming in. Okay, I'll be sure to not roll on the weapon this time. Yeah, I don't need that weapon. I don't know if the hunter needs it, but... yeah. Okay, so I think that's it for this instance. Pretty long for only 2 or 3 boss fights. I don't really remember how many it is, but it's pretty fun overall, just a bit long without many boss fights to break it up. Okay, pretty sure that's it. We completed everything for it, so yeah, we're good to leave here. We've done a ton of instances today. That was a Lothorian one. We can actually travel to Anor Gladden and do that. Let me check my allies. I do have some quests to turn in.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
Sounds like it's midnight for the Guardian. I wouldn't mind doing Dark Delvings because that one I'm a bit less familiar with. I'm gonna turn in quests real quick before I head in. That's okay. I think I need to go to Anna's or Meckham. Okay, so we'll wait on that one and just join them. I think we only have, after this one, we only have 16 tall left. So are y'all running DN on tier 1 or tier 2? Or tier 3? Oh, does that one, does it not have more tiers? Oh, for some reason I thought that one was like the only one that could. Okay. Is it still pretty tough though on tier 1? Because I haven't been to it yet with you all. I was just wondering if it's still pretty tough on tier 1. Okay. Sounds like it's been a little bit tough for them on tier 1. I have no idea what that. So it sounds like 2 trolls and 3 orc bosses. That sounds fun. Exploding worm that one-shots things. Yeah, I never... He's talking about the 65 raids. Those ones I'm pretty excited for, the Merkwood ones. There are a lot of different things with that. They have different tiers, so we'll have a lot of stuff to run with Merkwood. We haven't had as much stuff with Moria, like these Moria instances. We've already done these. And I say that as... Sorry, what did you ask? So I started. Well, I'm dead, but oh, what? I somehow lived. I'm like, in water. Okay. This did not happen last time we were here. Okay, I see the ramp, but anyway, I joined about a year into Mirkwood, about a year before Rise of Isengard was released. Yeah. Mirkwood I never ran anything in game. And same with Moria. The Moria instances are like really fun and I never did them back in the day. But yeah, Moria I've also not done. Oh man, almost got punted off again. I'm just gonna stay back here. That seems like a good strategy. Oh, I can kill the worms, maybe. No, we'll just stay ranged and stay back here. I'm actually rooted anyway, so I couldn't move if I wanted to. That's a long route. 25 seconds. I still feel like I'm moving slow. What's less debuff? Yeah, minus 25% run speed. Snail Brooch. I think my Helagrod one is still better. I still haven't found a replacement for my Helagrod pocket item. Yeah, it's a little bit better than the one that just dropped even. But yeah, because it has critical rating and not much more technical mitigation. Yeah, that's true. The Helagrod one has critical rating though. What does he have? Oh, that's just like, yeah, those are like the random drop pieces. That seems decent. Especially it has like a lot more vitality if you don't need mitigation or anything. Yeah, that's probably better for a tank. Golden Globe. That one's actually really nice for resistance. Yeah. Oh, we have to take him over to the light, I think. Well, I'm getting my dots on him. Yeah, I ran this with Annie, and we did like a pug with 4 other people, and I had no idea what was going on with this one. I think we can hit him again. Nope. At least I do have a range stance, I guess. Okay. Oh, immune to cries. Let's see. I don't know if my resistance is cries. Yeah, it looks like I can hit him with the game it's still. I guess I should use bleeds at this point anyway. I don't know if I can hit that side thing. I was kind of going for that little bleed damage, but yeah, we're working through this. I just don't remember him ever being immune, but we had like we have a lot of the same things. We have a lot of physical classes here, so there we go. Now we have Dark World Eater. Dang. Okay. Thought I just saw something pop up on my stream. I don't know what it was, but yeah. Do y'all mind doing this Mad Captain? I actually have my class quest for that. I didn't even realize. I wasn't going to do it because it's like a side quest, but I've never done it before. Wait, you all can get this quest too? Oh. I don't even know where the quests went anymore, actually. Like, where in my quest log? Of Moria. I have no idea where the quest went in my quest log, though. I don't have anything under Warden though, but it has like safeguard that I have the quest. Let me search it. Okay, it's under Moria actually. But yeah, I could get a nice bracelet from that. Although I don't need the physical mastery apparently. But yeah, I guess I can summon him here. Do other classes have similar things? Do y'all know? Okay. Edit. Okay, yeah, I just had no idea this thing existed though, like these quests. So yeah, I think back on Arkenstone I did whatever up to this point and never did this optional one, I guess, when I was on my Warden. Yeah, you get your point from reading the book now. Yeah, I think I got a point for a quest before that, like the one right before it in the chain. So what's the earliest level to get legendary weapons? You don't know it right now. So you can get them at level 45. The way to get your first legendary weapon and to be able to use any is you have to do the Walls of Moria, which is like at the end of Eregion. You can go towards Moria and it's basically segues you into Moria, but you also unlock the whole legendary item system with that little intro thing. And yeah, you can get your allies from that. You can start at level 45. That's intended for level 50s. I would start at, the earliest I would really start it at is 47, but you can start at 45 and 46. You might just have a tough time because you'll have a lot of red mobs, but that also might not be a problem. The combat of that is what generally annoys me. Like, you can do it difficulty-wise 5 levels with the mobs 5 levels above you, but just having a lot of your skills deflected annoys me. And then the first ones that drop will be level 51 outside of that. But that whole like set chain that unlocks the whole LI system to begin with will get you 2 of the starter ones. Which for a Warden is, okay, yeah, you said you have a 120 Warden and 120 Orc, so you should know which ones they get. Okay, sounds like his name is Agilgon and not Agilgon. I didn't know if it's Agilgon like agility or Agilgon. Sounds like it's Agilgon. That's a nice bracelet. There's a lot of main stat. not as useful as it used to be. A lot of resistance. I think I'm still Gambit Master in my title. Yeah. Okay, he's going to explain the fight, because even though I've done this before, I have no idea what to do. It looks like he wants to just, like, punt people off with his mace. Just, like, totally whack us and smack us on the wall. Bleeding ears. That sounds fun. I feel like that's what a Warden shout does. Oh, my headphones are getting kind of annoying here. Reflect a lot of damage, okay. I could hear you, by the way, so you at least came through with it. I think that probably was Discord. Maybe y'all can hear him when he talks about that. I don't know, he was trying to do the voice chat, I guess, for this fight. Alright, so I need to eat some food. We will go with some salted beef delights. That sounds good. And, oh, Dale Man's cramps. Okay, he'll call out bleeding ears. Oh, that's the reflect. Yeah, that's going to be tough with Wardens because we're dot based. Oh, I was gonna say I could switch to yellow line. But I need to set up yellow line. I'll try to remember to do that after this. The most comfortable starting zone, so not intro, you mean after that, like Hobbit stuff and so on. I don't know most comfortable, but my favorite one would be... Oh yeah, now I remember taking a lot of damage when I did this last time, but I don't remember why, so I guess that was it. Negate 100%, reflect 75%. Okay. I guess probably shouldn't use dots at all on him. I don't know how much we can damage him without that, but yeah, I was gonna say I could set up yellow line real quick and play that, but I'm just worried if I stacked a lot of bleeds or something on him that could have some issues. It might be okay, I don't know. It's just a concern I would have. I guess at this point it seems like I could have done enough damage and melee. Putting bleeds and everything like that on him. Yeah. Hey Radnil, and yes, this game is still alive. Oh, 20 years. Ooh, that was close. He called it, and I think it just like went through. I'm gonna try to get a heal here. Not that it heals that much, but give a little bit of morale to our fellows. I think I actually died last time. I spent like the whole time dead on this fight. Now I remember that. It seems like this time definitely could go melee and just kill him. Now that I'm actually familiar with the fight. Oh, bleeding ears on. Actually good timing then. But right before I was gonna use like all my dots and stuff. Yeah, a little bit of a heal now. Evogon would probably want to get that thing to restore some morale. Unfortunately, he died though. Okay, bleeding ears is often, I think. Get him. There we go. Okay, we got Medallions of Moria, and I assume there's a chest somewhere. We'll follow these guys. They always know where to go. Annie always knows where to go, at least that much. So do you still need to pay monthly for the lower level areas? You can pay monthly, or you can just buy quest packs and buy like individual areas, the quest packs for them, so basically buy access to the quest for them. And that. Ooh, Bracelet of the Moon, okay. Wait, what? Oh, were you talking about the bracelet? Yeah, that's a nice bracelet. Okay, we'll see how much the ICPR really affects me, because that's about half my power in a minute. Yeah, my morale's finally getting up. I'm above 12k now, it looks like, with captain buffs at least. Oh, we're not done with this, are we? Wait, do we still have more in this? Okay, I was gonna say I actually have a quest to kill 100 mobs, but it's only 61. And I thought it was the last boss. Wait, like this one here? I can't do anything at it. Or do you just like walk near it? Okay. How much does it cost to buy all the necessary packs? Every single pack in the game is close to... I don't remember anymore. Without any sales or anything, I think it's $100 or so for every pack in the game, but for like lower level areas it will be a lot cheaper than that, so that's pretty expensive. This is a really long route. Okay. Oh, I see there's a little red box on the ground. When you run into that, you pull them. This is kind of funny. But yeah, for like the first pack before Moria, it would be a bit cheaper than that. They did offer temporarily like a $200 thing that gave you basically everything in the game in a year of subscription. I don't know if they'll ever offer that again. It's really expensive, and unfortunately LOTRO, if you're just starting as an expensive game, it wasn't that expensive. Like I was playing and already got all this stuff. Or being like a subscriber and already having all expansions. So you have everything after Moria purchase. Okay, that's good. Yeah, just the starting regions, it wouldn't be nearly as much. You can get like a starter pack. I can actually, well, I can't look in the store because I already have all that stuff, but it would probably be, I would think like $20 for something like that. I know that stuff is expensive, so that's like a lot in my opinion. Well, I just need 3 more for the quest. I don't know if anybody else has any reason to kill these worms though. Oh, there's a deed? Yeah, I need 110 more for the deed, so I don't know if you all want to stay for that. But yeah, I'm done with the quest now. It's like the specific pack that I'm thinking about is like an area door bundle or something, and we'll have everything leading up to Moria. At least it should, from what I remember. I'm not too familiar with that bundle because I never bought it, but from what I've heard, that's what it is. Oh, I'm still in range stance this whole time. It is like Glowworm Slayer. I don't know, 18 out of 120, we're not like going slow with this. Yeah, it's been fun. I don't know if these guys are staying here or what's going on, but yeah, it looks like people are ready to head out. I've been about ready to head out. We've been here 2.5 hours doing more instances. It's been pretty fun. We've done a lot of instances. So it looks like we are good to leave. I'll go ahead and drop group here and be able to instantly travel out. And I need to turn in some quests and do some LI stuff and things like that.
The shadow of morning will not long fill the halls of Casamuni.
I think, let me see what quest exactly I have to turn in. I have the safeguard one I know, which is at Shadowed Refuge, so that's a good place to head to, I think. We'll go ahead and do that.
For our kingdom.
Looks like everybody's dropped out. But yeah, I'll turn in a few of these quests and then probably just end the stream. We're done with all the instances. We've done a ton of instances. We've done every Moria instance besides 16th Hall, I think. Every 6-man. I think there. Yeah, we haven't done any of the 12-mans, of course. Oh, we did Turtle, though. Only thing we haven't done is the Vile Maw, which is Watch Her, and the 16th Hall. I think we did everything else now. Oh, so we did a lot. Oh, now I have a quest for a Scumfill apparently.
Our things dwell in the depths of the mountains.
Wow.
They fear the
Okay.
orcs will be the least of our troubles.
I've done Scumfill twice, and it looks like now I'm getting like a bunch of quests for them. Do I need to help this guy? Okay, I think I got all the Scumfill quests. I do want to look at the medium armor trader, see if there's anything here I need. I don't think there will be, but I was thinking about some tactical mitigation gear. I think I got all the tactical mitigation pieces though. There weren't as many as like, oh, here's a tactical mitigation. Yeah, I could take these shoulders. They have tactical mitigation. They're level 60. Just make sure there's not better shoulders with tactical mitigation, and there aren't. So we'll take that. That will help my mastery problem. Well, this one, if I needed the mastery, would be an upgrade, but I'd lose vitality. Could be considered against the Thorn Risk Guard, but I don't think I'd equip that. So yeah, we'll stick with that, like one piece of gear. And I think unbuffed, I'm still under the cap right now. But I think that is an okay replacement. And I always have these shoes. Well, it'd be the same trade-off, really. But yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Get a little bit more vitality and some tactical mitigation, get that up a bit more, so survive better. And I think that one is worth it. Okay, so quest log. We got not too much stuff to turn in. One Anakazaka man thingy. I have no idea what that place is called. Oh, I can't even travel there from here. It's right there. I mean, it'd be like the Orc Watch. I don't know. We'll just go to 21st Hall and I'll probably turn that in later. But as far as this stream goes, again, had a lot of fun running instances. We've done them a long time, over 2.5 hours. So a good time for me to get going. But as far as streaming and stuff going on this weekend, I want to edit a video for tomorrow morning. Or just like tomorrow midday. I would probably stream actually, I have to think about when I'll stream tomorrow. It could be in the morning around this time with what's going on. But I do plan to have another video tomorrow regardless of when I stream, or if I stream. Oh, can't use my horse here. I'm gonna go to the goat. LIs, I don't need to do anything. Yeah. And then just some other stuff coming up. Streams more Monday and Tuesday. I'll at least update you all then. And yeah, that'll be it for this one though. I hope you all did enjoy it, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing for more, and thanks for watching and joining everyone.